Hello everyone, and welcome to today's video. We're going to explore a topic that touches millions of lives worldwide: depression. Whether you're here because you or someone you love is struggling, or you're just curious to learn more, this video will provide a comprehensive guide to understanding depression and managing it effectively. We'll dive into what depression really is, what causes it, and how you can manage it using science-backed strategies. From behavioral approaches to medical treatments and even lifestyle changes, we'll cover it all. So stick around. You're not alone in this journey, and there's always hope. Let's begin with the basics. What is depression? It's more than just feeling sad or having a bad day. Depression, clinically known as Major Depressive Disorder, is a mood disorder that can affect every aspect of your life: your thoughts, emotions, physical health, and even your relationships. It's characterized by symptoms like persistent sadness, lack of interest in activities you used to enjoy, changes in appetite or sleep, fatigue, difficulty concentrating, and sometimes thoughts of self-harm. These symptoms can last weeks, months, or even longer, and they interfere with your ability to live a fulfilling life. Now, let's talk about the science. Depression isn't just in your head, it's rooted in the brain's biology. Neurotransmitters like serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine are crucial for regulating mood. When their levels are imbalanced, it can lead to feelings of sadness and fatigue. But there's more to it. The hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, or HPA axis, plays a big role. It's your body's stress response system. In people with depression, the HPA axis often becomes overactive, flooding the brain with cortisol, the stress hormone. Over time, high cortisol levels can shrink areas like the hippocampus, which is vital for memory and emotion regulation. Genetics also play a role. If depression runs in your family, your risk is higher. Studies show that about 30 to 40% of depression cases can be attributed to genetic factors. But genetics and biology aren't the whole story. Environmental factors like trauma, chronic stress, and even social isolation can trigger depression. Recent research even links depression to chronic inflammation in the body. Elevated levels of inflammatory markers like IL-6 and TNF-alpha have been found in people with depression. So, as you can see, depression is complex, involving biological, psychological, and environmental factors. It's not something you can just snap out of, but it is treatable. Recognizing depression is the first step toward managing it. Some common symptoms include persistent sadness or emptiness, loss of interest in activities, changes in appetite, either overeating or loss of appetite, difficulty sleeping or sleeping too much, fatigue or lack of energy, feelings of guilt, worthlessness or hopelessness, difficulty concentrating or making decisions, and in severe cases, thoughts of death or suicide. If you're experiencing these symptoms for more than 2 weeks, it's time to reach out to a professional. Depression is nothing to be ashamed of. It's a medical condition, just like diabetes or heart disease, and it deserves proper care. Now let's talk about managing depression. We'll start with behavioral strategies, which are often used alongside other treatments. Cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, is one of the most effective treatments for depression. It's all about understanding and changing negative thought patterns. For example, if you catch yourself thinking, "I'm a failure," CBT helps you challenge that thought by asking questions like, "Is this really true? What evidence supports this belief?" Over time, this rewires your brain to think more positively. Another effective approach is behavioral activation. Depression often makes you withdraw from activities, but this withdrawal can make symptoms worse. Behavioral activation encourages you to re-engage with things you enjoy or used to enjoy, like painting, cooking, or spending time with friends. Even small steps, like taking a short walk, can help break the cycle of inactivity. Mindfulness-based cognitive therapy, or MBCT, combines mindfulness practices with cognitive techniques. It's particularly useful for preventing relapses. By staying present and accepting your thoughts without judgment, you can reduce emotional triggers. For many, medical treatments are a crucial part of managing depression. Let's go over some options. Medications like antidepressants are often prescribed. SSRIs, or selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, such as fluoxetine or sertraline, are usually the first choice. They work by increasing serotonin levels in the brain. For those who don't respond to SSRIs, SNRIs like venlafaxine might be prescribed. These medications target both serotonin and norepinephrine. In severe cases, treatments like electroconvulsive therapy or ECT and transcranial magnetic stimulation or TMS can be life-changing. ECT involves controlled electrical stimulation to reset neural circuits, while TMS uses magnetic fields to activate areas of the brain involved in mood regulation. Ketamine and its derivative, esketamine, are newer treatments that work rapidly. They target NMDA receptors and can alleviate symptoms within hours, especially in treatment-resistant depression. Beyond therapy and medication, lifestyle changes are powerful tools. Exercise, particularly aerobic exercise, releases endorphins and promotes brain health. A healthy diet rich in omega-3 fatty acids, vitamins, and whole foods supports emotional well-being. And don't underestimate sleep. Poor sleep can worsen depression, so aim for 7 to 9 hours each night. Journaling can help you process emotions and track patterns in your mood. Staying connected with loved ones is equally important. Social support can act as a buffer against depression. Remember, there's no one-size-fits-all solution for depression. It often takes a combination of approaches to find what works best for you. And that's okay. Recovery is a journey, not a race. If you or someone you know is struggling, reach out, whether it's to a trusted friend, a therapist, or a support group. You don't have to face this alone. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more content on mental health and wellness. Together we can break the stigma and spread hope. Until next time, take care of yourself. You're worth it.